Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Four Sides of the Ring. We're here tonight to talk about last Monday night's Raw, which ended up being pretty good. Some aspects of it. There was one aspect of it that I don't think either of us enjoyed.
I stopped watching.
It forced Casey off the show for the night.
I decided to go watch highlights afterwards instead.
We'll get into that as it's not what kicked off the show this week. Jey Main Event Uso kicked off the show. And
killed it.
Yeah, he
like
killed
always.
it. Well, not only did he kill it, but the audience cheering for him killed it.
The audience blew up.
They just called like for...
Just like, what, 70,000? Cheered for him for winning the Rumble.
Yep.
Then you had however many in that arena doing the same damn thing, and
they called for the encore on his.
Do it again. Let's do it again.
One more time.
They even started screaming, "You deserve it," and got Jey a little emotional.
It took him off his usual.
Well, that's the thing.
Bravado, like he was, which understandably so. His journey's culminating here in the Royal Rumble, and
that's not just that. Like right after Rumble, he was being asked by even reporters what he thought of all these people hating that he won. So honestly, he probably went out raw on the defensive.
Honestly, I think the so-called hate, is overblown. Because I know
those John Cena lovers that hated the fact that John Cena lost.
There's a lot of noise about them going, I can't believe Jey won, but for him to come out to that much applause and cheering, and
there's more who loved the fact that he won over the fact that they didn't want him to.
And you can include me in that. I thought it was awesome.
I loved the fact I called it.
You called it.
I said Jey was going to win. Because that's the guy I want to see. And honestly, I still think he's going to go after Gunther at WrestleMania, and I hope the hell he fucking shuts that bitch-ass mother...
Well, we'll jump into that, because Gunther made his appearance, didn't he?
Yeah, and said he was going to deny him his match. I'm sorry, Jey won the Royal Rumble. You don't get to deny shit. And if you try and make his life hell, I hope someone like Roman Reigns comes and fucking super punches your fucking face, and you get to fucking sit out until WrestleMania, you little bitch. Oh, no, I'm not emotional.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not even a little heated about this. We're not even at the point that pissed him off.
No, we're not. But I'm tired of seeing Gunther be the champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't anymore.
I believe WrestleMania is the end of Gunther as the champ.
Better fucking be.
Jey said it. He's going into WrestleMania, and he's coming out main event Jey Uso as a champion.
No. He said as the world... No, he did say champ. He said world heavyweight champ after...
He hasn't decided between the two yet.
No, the Royal Rumble during the press conference or whatever, he said world heavyweight champ. Right after his win at Royal Rumble.
He's coming out.
I'm telling you right now, he ain't going to go after Cody.
He's not going after Cody.
Well, actually, we take that back. Because if said information is correct and Roman really is hurt, and that's not just part of a story, Roman would have been the only other choice for Kevin to go, or not Kevin, sorry, Cody to go against at WrestleMania. With the rumor that Rock isn't going to be there, so there ain't going to be a Cody versus Rock.
I guess we'll have
John
to see.
Cena is the next viable option now, but he has to win the Elimination Chamber now, which is viable.
Well, he is in that.
He's in it.
He declared. He just said he's in it, so he ain't winning any matches to get in. But
it could be Jey versus Cody. Could be.
We might. I think it'll be
because there's
Jey
that
and
rumor
Gunther.
too, where they wanted John versus Gunther for WrestleMania as well. So Jay
Maybe
going after Kevin or Cody might happen, and
maybe we'll get John and Cody.
maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cena wins the Elimination Chamber.
I think at this point he will, just because
he's probably
he's been declaring that he's going to go break that record. He's going to get 17. He's going to make it to where he's the guy to come to once you break 17. But I think they're definitely aiming for that.
Well, after the Royal Rumble, he took that his going for it a whole lot more seriously. You know, like that he's doing this.
I don't think a lot of people caught it, but during his press conference, he kind of actually took a poke at Charlotte by saying, "I'm not going to take what I haven't deserved, and I'm sorry, but we all feel the way we feel about Charlotte winning. She took something she didn't deserve. And I'm sorry, but one of the last opponents was Roxanne." Oh, that was the last one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's been busting her ass in NXT for a while now, and you just went and fucking eliminated her because you're Charlotte Flair. No one cares. Your name goes nowhere now. You look up Flair, you're more likely going to pull up shit about her dad being drunk at fucking bars causing fights. Because he's a drunk. Sadly. Hey, I liked it when Ric Flair was around. Not now, but, Evolution. Back in the day when he was around, Ric Flair was one of the top guys. But, Charlotte's been out for over a year and a half. She didn't deserve to win that Royal Rumble. Even Nikki, my choice, didn't deserve to win the Royal Rumble.
Well, we'll get into that more in a second. Yes. We got to talk about her.
Yes.
Because, Before that, though, after Jay,
I will say this on that one, though. I am glad Jay had the last word, and he was the one who left Gunther in the ring and walked out.
He walked out. We're dealing with a whole different Jay here. So
Jay's coming in, and he's going to win.
And we're going to see this.
I bet top dollar. Anyone who wants to take a bet, let me know. Because no one else will. We can't do it legally. Okay.
All right. Penta and Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser. That was a good match.
It was a good match. I mean, I think Penta was far better in the match than Kaiser.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just another match to kind of showcase Penta and get his...
Well, so far he's undefeated. 3 matches now?
3-0.
Technically, he's defeated. He lost the Royal Rumble. But one-on-one matches. But even Pete Dunne came out and interrupted... Well, came out at the end after he won, making it to where Ludwig attacks.
Ludwig.
Which makes you wonder, are they starting a Penta versus Ludwig? It's a little story.
Gonna have a little build up to WrestleMania here with those guys, probably.
I don't know what for, though. Neither one of them have a position to be at WrestleMania right now.
We'll have to see. I mean,
but if it's going to be anything, if they do make it to any of the next 2 PLEs, it's going to be a triple threat. Ludwig, Pete Dunne, and Penta. Because Pete Dunne's pissy about something again.
Either way, Penta's been pretty impressive so far.
Well, I'll even state now, like, how I told you people were pissed about something in the Royal Rumble. At first we were wondering if it was Penta. Come to find out, no, it wasn't Penta. There's one wrestler who pissed everybody off at the Royal Rumble, and that was Knight. He was out of position and screwed shit up for Drew and Priest. So Penta's showing he's wanting to be there. He's
actually pretty.
He's doing it
pretty darn good, actually. I actually because he's got some moves, and he's really good at wrestling. So he's actually fun to watch. This particular match wasn't the best, but
no,
it's still fun to watch Penta though. But before we move on to the next part of this this night, let's bring up the Chad Gable thing. I can't remember what part of the night he announced this, but he's like, all right, I'm taking off on a quest or whatever and he told the other two, the two, I can't remember their names now, but he told the chick he's with
brothers
and the Creed brothers,
and Ivy,
get the tag titles, and Ivy to get the whatever title, I think the Intercontinental, and then he's like, I'm off to. Apparently, he's going down to. I'm not overly familiar with the luchador stuff, but AAA, it's like a AAA promotion or something down there that he's winding up with. Don't quote me on that. That might be. But apparently that's what.
Let me look that up. Because I know there's the CLMA. So, AAA Lucha. Lucha Libre AAA Heroes del Ring. That's a video game.
Oh.
Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide.
Let me see the logo.
That white with the red.
Yeah, it's that AAA Worldwide.
Gotcha.
So apparently that's where he's going to wind up doing his.
He does this every once in a while, but if he's going to a Lucha program, that means WWE is opening to more than just TNA.
No, undoubtedly. So that's what Chad Gable's up to, though, which was funny. It cracked me up, but he's a crack up though. He's so serious, but you can't really take him serious.
At this point, I think that's all he's got.
All right, let's get into this.
Sure. Yeah, let's.
Charlotte Flair.
Boo. I'm gonna be like the crowd there. Boo. Granted, I get it. She was injured. She missed her home.
Okay, but that boo, the reaction from the crowd was warranted.
Oh, yeah.
This was not.
No. She didn't deserve to win.
She didn't deserve to win. That is the
Why do you think John lost?
Long and short of this conversation is she did not deserve that Royal Rumble.
I'm sorry, y'all are pissed that John lost, but at the same time, John lost for a damn reason, and that was because it wasn't his position to take something he didn't earn. Now, if he goes to the Elimination Chamber, wins, he's earned a title match at WrestleMania. And that's what's going to be more deserved.
And that's what they really should have done with Charlotte is just
if they didn't want Charlotte,
let her come back and lose. But it's
not over.
The promotion was I don't know, it fell flat. Like
I really hope
she didn't seem to have any energy behind what she was doing.
She didn't even seem to care on what she was saying either. I missed this place. I missed you. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
We can tell you didn't because you got no emotion.
So, I don't know if you caught the highlights for NXT.
Yeah, a little bit.
But she came out on NXT. I don't know if you watched that part of it, but
saw a bit of it.
I watched a bit of it, and it seemed the same thing. Fell flat and everything. But Bayley was there, and Bayley was just looking at her like, what the hell? She's like, what the. So
here's what's going to happen. Because Charlotte slammed flat on her fucking face, they're just going to throw her at the NXT title. Actually, it'd be a first, though, I believe. I don't think there's ever been an NXT title defense in WrestleMania.
Mm-mm.
So it would be a first. But at this point, that's the only way they're going to recover from this. And if she goes any other route, it'll be versus Tiffy because Mommy will ruin her. And I want Mommy to ruin her again. Well, like, that's where I'm at right now. I'm like Rhea, because Rhea came out and interrupted, and she disrespected Rhea to a point that she said, please choose me, because I'm going to beat the respect into you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, But that's where I stopped, because I got tired of hearing Charlotte's voice. Just so y'all know, like, I went to just watch the highlights.
I'll tell you what, because I've stated that Rhea isn't my favorite. We all know who my favorite is.
He's wrong.
But
he wants to be right, but really, he's wrong.
Her entrance, her interruption of Flair was the best. I was like, this is the most I cheered for Rhea ever. I was like, hell yeah, come on out. Come stop this bitch. So, I enjoyed her coming out. That was something. And
they probably sent her out there because Charlotte was bombing so bad. And they probably were like, hey, Rhea, go out there and save this, would you?
Right.
I hate to say it. Like, I think Charlotte was a mistake.
Well, it was.
Charlotte, I don't know what they were fucking thinking either. So let's hope.
It is. And let's hope that either A, she loses at WrestleMania. Or
if she don't lose,
she gains is the NXT title.
I'm fucking done if she don't lose. I'm fucking done. Like, even if she won the NXT title, if she don't fucking deserve it. Julie deserves it. Stephanie Vakir deserves it. There are so many more women in the NXT that deserve it over her. So let's not play that game. She better just fucking lose.
So, speaking of Vakir, sorry, that just reminded me, I saw a post on Twitter earlier. Because she did the 619 last night.
Yeah.
And Dom posted a reaction on Twitter. It's like the Michael Scott. Nope, don't like that.
That's funny.
That cracked me up. I was like, that's actually pretty.
You know, that's so funny too. Is the fact that Dom is one of the biggest heels we have in just recent history has just made it huge to a point that he's even admitted it. If he won a big title like that, people would hate it. That man has fans.
He does. He
even gets dumbfounded when some fans show up and he's like, wait, is this real? Like, you really want me to do this? Like, are you serious? Like, dude, that guy fucking sells.
He does sell.
And it's like, even I won't ever side against Rhea or Damian, but even I will state that Dom, he's taken what he's been given and he's just fucking flown with it. Like, that kid knows what the hell he's doing on and off. Like, in social media and in that ring, he knows what the hell he's doing, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the fuck he does now, because we saw heat with Dom and Finn Balor on Raw, and now Finn feels like it's he got his match for Dom, but what happens if Finn loses?
Right.
He's gonna blame Dom.
So,
but I did like that. Carlito, what'd you give me? That apple.
Oh gosh,
it's good, and I really just can't wait to see where they go with him more. A lot of people are thinking he's about to take that turn into a face and come out of it, but honestly, I think him, Liv, and Raquel have a heel side down right now, and it would probably be an ender for him if he were to take a face turn right now. Not to say he can't do it, but right now he needs to stay on course and keep going the way he's going until look at it. They sent Charlotte to do a fucking face promo, and that failed.
Oh, that was bad.
They had Roman listed as a heel still, and he comes out to a fucking heroic hurrah to go after Solo. Like, your heel is no longer a heel when you're getting cheers like that, and you're not a face if you're getting booed out of that fucking arena, and you're picking fights with the fucking fans.
No.
And that's exactly what she did.
That's all she's going to get, too. It riled people up. So
no, this Royal Rumble, it wasn't a bad one. I loved the surprises. I loved the match, both men and women. But the winners should have been different. I think the winner for the men was exactly what it needed to be.
It was. And
the women's, it should have been Roxanne. It should have been Roxanne. She was there. She's on her A game from NXT. This was her opportunity. It should have been her.
Got snatched.
And now Charlotte comes and rubs it in her face that she just took her opportunity away and that she's going to be the runner-up on NXT.
Yep. Anyway.
Bullshit.
Moving on to the tag team.
No, there's no moving on. I shut it off at this point.
Okay, I moved on. I was the bigger person and was able to watch.
No, I'm spiteful. I don't give a fuck.
I'm spiteful. I didn't want to.
Nope. I got off for other reasons too, but yeah. I just went to the highlights in the end, that's all.
The tag team match.
New Day sucks.
The New Day and the LWO. Which...
And that was what it was from what I saw.
Like, it was just a match, you know, like, they were having fun. And
it's a filler match. It's what it is. They're still trying, well
all four of those guys can wrestle, you know. They're all really good, and they were having some really good moments, you know. And then Logan Paul comes out in the middle of the match.
He's just the reason New Day won.
And he cost them. He cost the LWO the match. He pulled Rey Mysterio out and dropped him, and then threw him back in, so he got pinned. But really not anything to write home about. You know, it just really just reinforces this Rey Mysterio Logan Paul feud. Paul was yelling at people in the crowd, something about someone going too far. He was like, too far. That's too far. Someone said something to him.
Could have been about that Kai guy. Kai? Whatever his name is. After he got eliminated at the Royal Rumble. I don't know if you've seen that video. When Paul got eliminated. This Kai guy was on the corner of the apron. Well, not apron, but the ring edge. Yelling at him. And it was clearly something real. Because Paul immediately cut character and was like, fuck you, you know, get the fuck out of my face to him. And then he went to go back into character, and even security, because Kai went and looked like he was about to motion over that. Security was about to step in and stop it. And Logan was back down. Like, Logan got up from his knees, got in his face, and went back down to his knees like his character was supposed to stay. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of continued basically fighting him a little bit. So I bet you anything, someone in that crowd said something about him, and he said he went too fucking far. Because personally, I don't know what's going on. A lot of rumor is saying it's going to be Logan versus him, but I'm like, I saw the heat there. If they put those two in a ring, someone's going to fucking get hurt. So right now, I don't know. And I'll show you that video after so you can see it. It's pretty kind of intense. Like, definitely not a show. It's Logan being Logan.
Logan being Logan. Which
have you heard what he said, though, about his elimination? Because, you know, you can't see John. He got super kicked in the face by Jay, hit the rope, and felt a force push him out of the ring. John was nowhere to be seen.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was a filler match. New Day. I think it was to help push them more towards a heel, which they really don't need the help.
They don't need the help. They are well and established as heels at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
But it was a decent match. It was not like it was. There's nothing boring about watching like Rey Mysterio or anything.
They're just filler matches. They're just to fill in the pocket. And right now it's New Day versus LWO.
Where it lines up.
And now Logan's involved in it, and we'll see where that goes.
And then we get our first Elimination Chamber qualifying match.
Io versus Liv.
Io and Liv. Which, before they came out, Liv jumped Io for some reason. And then Rhea tried to help out, and they, there was a bit of a fight for a minute, and then Liv ran off. Liv and Raquel both ran off. But Io came out holding her shoulder like she was hurt, and started the match. It was a good match, though. Those two, I like watching those two, though. They're both pretty fantastic. But, so they go at it. Obviously, Raquel kept getting up on the apron every time Io was trying to get up on the ropes. And that led to...
Actually, if you notice, the ref had been telling her to leave a couple of times. And she didn't leave. But led to Rhea coming out.
That led to Rhea coming out, because... And that went sideways.
Yeah.
Real fast.
I kind of feel bad right now. Rhea shouldn't have...
Well...
It wasn't even Rhea's fault.
Liv
she stuck her nose into a...
That's the thing, is Rhea came down and grabbed Raquel, and she was jumping on Raquel, and Liv reached out and, yanked on...
Rhea was... No, that ref was in the wrong. He shouldn't have even disqualified Io for something Liv initiated.
But that's the thing, and Liv posted this too, because people were barking at her on social media. She's like, someone in the match can grab someone outside the match, but someone outside the match can't be grabbing on someone inside the match, And it's like, yeah, Io had nothing to do with that, and it's unfair for Io, but Rhea should have held her.
Yeah, just face it. Liv's gonna go to Elimination Chamber and get her fucking face stomped in by whoever's in there. Because Liv ain't gonna win. I still think they're pushing the tag team.
I don't know, because that
team right now, let's face it.
I didn't even think she was gonna get into the Elimination Chamber.
No, I didn't either. But right now, let's look at it this way though. What if she wins? She's gonna go after one title.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Mommy. And like you said, Mommy's getting past WrestleMania with her title.
But that doesn't mean Liv doesn't get the shot at it. You know what I'm saying?
But do we get to see that match for a fourth time now?
We might. We're getting probably going to get Jane and Gunther for like the fifth time.
I know. It's getting tiring.
So...
I don't know. If anything, I could see Liv going after Tiff. If Liv were to win, I see it. I would say it would be better for Charlotte to go after Mommy, and Liv going after Tiff.
But I don't think Charlotte's going after Mommy.
I don't think.
I really don't.
The way her promo was cut on NXT, I see her going after NXT champion.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, until I see what she does on Friday, that's where my guess is. She's going to go after the NXT championship.
And if Charlotte does go after the NXT championship, that changes up a lot of things, because that leaves one of those other championships wide open. You know what I'm saying?
Technically, it leaves both of them open.
Because now whoever wins the Elimination Chamber,
but that would still leave one whole championship.
So that leaves one of them,
which would mean someone doesn't go to WrestleMania.
more, something else.
Or they could do it for the first time, have 3 women's championship matches in WrestleMania.
I mean, WrestleMania is going to be huge, like we haven't.
This is going to be one of the big. No, this is going to be the biggest WrestleMania we've ever seen because it is in Vegas. It's in
Vegas.
Let's start with that one. Wow.
They just came off WrestleMania 40, that was huge. You know what I'm saying? Now they're in Vegas, and they got to make it bigger.
Well, let's face it, too.
With
all the men's injuries right now, there might be a chance we can't fucking fill the roster with men.
Plus, we just came off the biggest Royal Rumble ever. This WrestleMania's got to be huge,
Oh, it already is gonna be huge.
So,
what did I say that their arena in Vegas holds? 70?
It's like 70,000, yeah.
70,000, and that's just arena seats. That's not field.
Yeah, well, they're gonna. I mean, it's gonna break the records from last year, and
it's gonna be a big WrestleMania, but we just got to see what they really decide to do. And honestly, right now, leaning towards all the rumors being right, and all these guys are fucking hurt and are probably not going to make the show. Let's face it. What do? You turn to the women's roster that's been killing it and give them the main
bring up that NXT
ring
title.
Roster. Bring up the NXT title. Bring up the NXT girls. Bring up
Joe Hendry.
Oh, God, don't even say that, because he's wanting to go up against John Cena. And what would blow up more right now than Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry, sorry. Versus John Cena for the TNA title at WrestleMania. It'd be insane. It would. Oh God, I think ratings right there would.
What if they did something like that? Because they do the women's NXT, and then they bring in the TNA title.
Well, that's the thing too. Is Cora apparently is going for the TNA Women's Knockout Championship, which means she could get it and make a run at the WrestleMania show with it. It would be a crazy spin of events. I mean, there's shit we're just not seeing yet.
I think we'll probably know
a lot more after
Friday.
No, I'll say it right now. A little bit after Friday, but a lot more after Elimination Chamber.
Seeing what Charlotte does is going to give us a
I tell you right now, she better be smart, because both Tiffy and Rhea will fucking smack the shit out of her. That'd be fun. Like, let's face it, Mommy and Tiffy, they have no worries about her challenging them at all.
Nope. All right, so moving on to Punk.
Seth.
Not Punk.
Seth.
Rollins. He came out with his promo. And honestly, I'm having a hard time remembering what the hell he even...
Yeah, I didn't really watch it. I didn't really watch it. I saw the part where he's telling Sammy to whoop CM Punk's ass and punch his ticket and come to the Elimination Chamber. But other than that, yeah, I didn't really.
But he did pull. Yeah, he pulled Sammy out early.
Not to be rude, but Seth he seems to go out there and runs his mouth about the same things every single time. Yeah. And right now, it's about being beat by CM Punk. And right now, if the rumors with Roman Reigns are true, Seth should be looking at some fire right now, because that son of a bitch should not have done a double footer stomp to his head.
Jumped on his head.
Like, there's no way to do that safely. You do it one-legged, you can brace him and make sure he doesn't get hurt. You jumped on his fucking head. Like, there's crowd footage. Like, Roman could clearly not even realize where he was really at. Like, even Heyman's grabbing him, like, no, go this way. Like, he had a concussion.
Yeah,
It seriously looked like he had a concussion, and he was messed up. So, yeah, I don't tend to listen to Seth right now.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great wrestler, great performer, great entertainer, but right now, he's turning into what he didn't want. You know, he doesn't like at all, and that's CM Punk. Me. Even though CM Punk is not me. Have you heard what CM Punk said about the winnings of Royal Rumble? And how he thought it should have gone down? He was saying it shouldn't have been Jay. It should have been John. But it should have been him and John at the very end. And John wiped out him. Because he has less to lose going over that rope than John does, being its final round. But he said, if I go out there and win everything I want right now, what am I going to do in the future? What is my game plan? But he was like, the Royal Rumble should have been me and John in the end, and it should have been I got eliminated and John goes to WrestleMania. And I was like, that makes sense, but at the same time, John is more of a locker room leader that will put a wrestler over. Yeah. And right now that's what he did. You wanna hate Jay for something I guarantee John told Triple H this is what's gonna happen, then go be a hater. Because sorry, you damn well know John agreed to it. Mm-hmm. It just the way he got back in that ring and what Jay says John said to him, John knew it was already gonna happen. John agreed to it and was happy that it was gonna happen because he remembered Jay's first time going into that match years ago, and he wants it to be his time now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anywho, Zayn obviously got pulled out early, and then that ended with Punk coming out before Seth could leave. They had a little bit of an altercation on the ramp, or the walkway. And then Zayn versus Punk for their qualification match started, which was a decent match. The highlights I saw, I didn't hate it.
It was a good match.
Clearly, I mean, personally, I think, I'm half and half on that one. Definitely don't hate seeing Punk win, but at the same time, kind of wish Zayn win.
Grabbed it.
I think he's in the same level as, maybe not the same level, but he's on that level with Jay where he's been there long enough to he deserves something.
Yeah, I kind of thought Zayn would take the match, but it went to...
Now we don't even know what's going to happen to Zayn. Well, take that back. Yeah, I think we do, because I think Kevin told us.
Yeah. Now
I think they're going to wind up Sammy versus Kevin at WrestleMania. Mm. Everyone's calling it at the Elimination, but I think it's going to be WrestleMania.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if Kevin was faking when he came out.
That boy was fucked up.
Roughed up.
Yeah. Well, if the rumors are true, both him and Cody are, and I'm sorry, I've rewatched that big parts of that match. I still cringe. I'm sorry. Like, you can see the parts where Cody whacked his fucking head on the ladder. You can see the parts where Kevin whacked his head on the ladder. Cody fucking hitting that ladder and just like he was just like done. And then that move where fucking Cody's on the table with them on his legs and he comes down like that. God, there was a meme of Rocky with Dolph Lundgren. If he dies, he dies. And it was Cody standing there on the table looking right down at Kevin when he's legs over his head through the ladder. And it's like, if he dies, he dies. And I'm like, motherfucker's already dead, bro. Like, damn.
So,
like, that was a killer match. God, for the ages. But, I mean, I hope one of the rumors I heard is not true, which is Cody's relinquishing his title come Friday. But if it is, shit. That means the Elimination Chamber for the men's now comes a title match. And whoever comes out of that goes to WrestleMania as the champion.
That'd be wild. That'd change everything.
It would change a lot, and it would be crazy. So, I mean, let's face it, it's more than just a little of what we'll know after Friday. And, and I hope it is just a fucking rumor. Fuck, Cody, you wrestled with a torn bicep. I think whatever's going on with you now, you can bump it out, man. Like, but
it'd have to be something serious if he's
if it's serious. Out. Honestly, I hope to God he's okay. I really hope it's just rumor. I think wasn't he at Raw?
No, he didn't show up to Raw.
Him and his kid weren't there.
No,
and Brandy. Was that last week?
It was probably.
I swear to God, I saw him at something with him, Brandon, or his girl at Raw. Maybe it was last week.
It was last week because I don't think he's been seen since the Rumble.
Now I'm gonna look this up because I swear to God, I saw something. Let's see, was. Okay, Google, thanks a lot. Was Cody Rhodes Stardust? That was the first thing that pulled up for me. At Raw, what day?
The 3rd.
The 3rd. No, it looks like you were right. It doesn't look like Cody was there.
I don't think he was around.
Yeah, it looks like CM Punk's putting his crosshairs on Cody, though. Either way, I thought.
Anyway, that was about the end of it. Kevin Owens' t-shirt said Sami Zayn forever. So he's out of his mind. I don't know what he's doing.
I think he's gone to the loony bin, broke out, gotten loonier, and needs to go back to the loony bin at this point. Because what I've been hearing is, from fans at least, is he's so mad because Sami didn't stop Cody from climbing up the ladder and get the pelts.
Sami was never going to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Even if Sami did do that, what's going to stop Cody from trying again 5 minutes later? Because obviously Kevin's not getting back up. Right. Kevin was dead.
Yeah. Well,
he's just gone loony. That's all. That's all. Now we're waiting for Randy to come back and make him loonier.
All right. Well, that's about it for this episode. Thanks for joining us. Come back and
join us again.